Human behavior can be mysterious and fascinating. Psychologists have spent years studying how people think, act, and react in different situations. These insights can help us better understand ourselves and others, improve our relationships, and make positive changes in our lives. Here are 10 interesting facts about human behavior. Number 1. First impressions matter. When we meet someone for the first time, we make a judgment about them in just a few seconds. This happens very quickly based on their appearance, body language, and even their tone of voice. Once we form this first impression, it's hard to change, even if we later get to know the person better. This is why it's important to make a good first impression when meeting new people. Number 2. Cognitive dissonance. Feeling uncomfortable with conflicting beliefs. Cognitive dissonance happens when we hold two beliefs that don't match, or when our actions don't line up with what we believe. For example, if someone cares about being healthy but smokes, they might feel uncomfortable about it. To reduce this discomfort, people often change their beliefs or make excuses for their behavior to make it feel more okay. Number 3. The bystander effect. Waiting for someone else to act. The bystander effect is when people are less likely to help someone in need when others are around. If there are a lot of people watching, we tend to assume someone else will help. This is because everyone thinks someone else will take action, and as a result, no one does anything. This effect shows how our behavior can be influenced by others. Number 4. The halo effect. Seeing someone as all good or all bad. The halo effect is when we make assumptions about a person based on a single trait. For example, if someone is attractive, we might also think they are smart, kind, or talented, even if we have no evidence to support that. This bias can influence how we judge others, often leading to unfair or inaccurate opinions. Number 5. Mirror neurons and empathy. Mirror neurons are special brain cells that help us understand what others are feeling. When we see someone smile or cry, our brain reacts as though we are experiencing the same emotions. This helps us feel empathy, or the ability to understand and share another person's feelings. It's why we often feel happy when someone else is happy, or sad when they are upset. Number 6. Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is when we search for information that supports our own beliefs and ignore anything that contradicts them. For example, if someone believes a certain political idea, they might only read news stories that agree with their opinion. This bias makes it harder for us to change our minds or see things from another perspective. Number 7. The influence of social proof. Social proof is the idea that we look to others to figure out how to behave, especially in uncertain situations. If we see a lot of people in line for a new restaurant, we may think it must be good and decide to join the line ourselves. People are more likely to follow others, even if they're not sure about the situation, because we assume others know what's best. Number 8. The foot in the door technique. The foot in the door technique works like this. If you ask someone for a small favor first, they are more likely to agree to a larger request later. For example, if someone agrees to donate a small amount of money, they might be more willing to give a larger sum later. This technique works because people like to stay consistent with their past actions. Number 9. The power of habits. Many of our daily actions are habitual, meaning we do them automatically without thinking. In fact, around 40% of what we do every day is driven by habits. These habits can be positive, like exercising or reading, or negative, like smoking or procrastinating. Understanding how habits work can help us build new, healthy routines and break old, harmful ones. Number 10. The scarcity effect. The scarcity effect happens when we place more value on things that are rare or in limited supply. For example, if a product is labeled as limited edition, we might want it more because we fear missing out. This sense of urgency can drive us to make decisions based on fear of losing the opportunity, even if we don't really need the item. These psychology facts show us how human behavior can be influenced by many factors, from our first impressions to our habits and the way others behave around us. By understanding these psychological patterns, we can improve how we interact with others, make better decisions, and create positive changes in our lives. The study of human behavior is a never-ending journey, and these insights offer valuable lessons for understanding ourselves and the world around us.